Hello Chabots out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about my week. This is my first weekly vlog, a rundown of everything I've got up to this week from Monday to Sunday. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week. Get yourself a cup of tea or coffee and a biscuit and get yourself comfy because this is going to be a long vlog. I've had a jam-packed week. You know me, have to be doing something. Even on my days off, I always have to be doing something, always here, there, always on the go. So on my Monday, I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off of this week, which is very nice, and I didn't have to set any alarms, which are quite nice. I was able to have nice lie-ins. And so on my Monday, I did not get a lie-in because me and Tash were meeting up to have a coffee catch up, and so I got up and got myself ready to go off to meet her for a coffee catch up. And I headed up there, and just before meeting for our coffee catch up at Coffee One, I popped into one of the flower shops where I got some flower starts. I'm going to show you guys the flower starts that I got from there now. Such lovely colourful flowers from there. I was then just having a lovely chat with the flower shopkeepers in there, and I was talking to them about this Monster High dog called Venus McFlytrap that I was planning to get from Smith's toy store, and showed them a photo. And then I got some snaps of some of the plants from there that I'm going to show you guys now. I love the succulents and cactuses from there. The plant section is so pretty, all the lovely greens and patterns on the plants, and all the plants hanging from the windows. It's like a little jungle in there. I then went off and met Tash at Coffee One, and she was running late. Shock horror. So I ordered my frappe and bit of Victoria sponge cake, and then sat and waited for her to arrive. And I got a snap of the frappe and Victoria sponge. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Tash then arrived wearing her Gale Platt Corrie jumper, which I love, and her and her sister actually have the same jumper, and I absolutely love that, and I think I need to get me one of those. And then we sat and had our coffee catch up and had such a great time. Always have such a great time with her. We're at bestie, and we were just having a good chat about anything and everything. And then we headed off to go get the bus into the mall, and we got the bus and had to get two buses. So we got the bus, and then from there we had to get off and get another bus into the mall, which is such a faff. But I was like, I am in your hands because I have no idea about the buses and stuff, and I get myself in a white state. So we got there, no one got left behind. We all got there and went off for food first, and we're off to Nando's. And whilst waiting to get our Nando's, we got a selfie, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Our little Nando's date, loved that. And then our Nando's arrived, and I had some little chicken wraps with the corn on the cob and some peri chips, my usual, love it, with a bottomless drink, and just had some Sprite. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The Nando's lunch was so delicious. We did let our food go down, and then we head off to have a look in some of the shops in the mall. We went off to the entertainer, and I was hoping to find Venus McFlytrap there, but no luck. And then we ended up going to TK Maxx, because why not, and just had a nice look around there. And then we were going to go into Asda, but then decided to go off into Bristol to go to Cabot and the galleries. So from there we went off to Cabot and off to the galleries and had a look around there. And we'd also just got into Smith's just before deciding if not to go to Asda or not, and found out that Venus McFlytrap was supposed to be there but wasn't going to be there until Thursday. So that made me in a better mood, and I thought I'll get it then. And so then from there we then went off into Cabot and to the galleries, and we went off to the galleries first and had a look around some of the shops, and I'd got some bits and bobs from Smith's anyway, and got myself a doll from there that I'll show you guys later on in the vlog, and got some bits and bobs from the galleries. Went into WH Smith's in there and got a vinyl that I'll show you guys later on, which I cannot wait to listen to. And then they had some Christmas light displays that people were getting photos in front of, and Tash got some photos of me in front of some of them. My personal photographer always gets my good side. What I'm going to talk about, I have all good sides, and I'm going to show you guys one of the photos that she got of me now. Love that photo, still clinging on to a bit of Christmas, and it looks so festive in there. Can't believe Christmas was like 3-4 weeks ago now. It literally came and went so quickly. And then we had a look around some more of the shops, and we got some Krispy Kreme donuts, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of those now. Here are the Krispy Kreme donuts that I got from today. Then we went off and had a look around some of the shops. I went into Typo and to some of the clothes shops, and Tash went into one of her favourite clothes shops, and I went into one of the book shops, and they were selling some comic books, and I got a Doctor Who comic from there, and I'm going to show you guys that later on, which I'm so happy I got. Such a great purchase. Then Tash got a snap of me on these stairs, and it says "Love on the Stairs." Beautiful bit of artwork in like rainbow colour, and I'm going to show you guys that snap she got of me now. She always gets such great snaps of me, bless her, and I'm actually wearing the jumper that I wore it on Monday, as I love it so much. It's such a great charge shot find. It's white and you can't see it, but it's white and pink and blue, and I absolutely love this jumper, and it's so comfy. Then after that, we then made our way back, and we got back, and I thanked her for a lovely day, and then I headed home and got back, and my grandma was over for tea, and I showed my mum and my dad and my grandma what I'd gotten from our day out to the mall and to Cabot and the galleries, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of some of the stuff that I got from there. Here's what I got today whilst I was out with Tash. First things I got were these two OMG LOL surprise dolls. I've got two of them because I'm going to have one in box and one out of box. She's so stunning. I love her outfit. The little boat she has on is so cute. Her hair, her eyes are so big. Love it. And the red lip. And then on the back you see the other dolls that you can collect. And she comes with some little things that you can open up. So I'm looking forward to opening that and having one of them in box for my collection. And then I got this Barbie fashion set to open up with some extra outfits that I can use for my bleach out doll, and some accessories as well, which I love, and some more shoes. And then I got this two sets of dresses for my bleach out doll. This one has long sleeves, and this one is one that straps up where you have to tie it up, and yeah, love that. Then I went off to, those were from Smith's, and then we went into Bristol after being at the mall and going to Smith's. Went into Bristol and I went into this bookshop, and they had loads of Doctor Who comics, and I got this one, which is the Kylie special when she was in Doctor Who. And yeah, this is my favourite Doctor Who episode. The Voyage of the Dawn, my favourite Christmas episode. Three things I love: Titanic, Doctor Who and Kylie, and it was in one Christmas episode, which I loved. And then I got the Barbie, the album on vinyl, and cannot wait to give this a listen. And yeah, those are the things that I got from being out today with Tash, and I'm going to be showing you guys one of these opened, and this opened, and those doll clothes there opened, and we'll show you guys those once they're opened. It was such a lovely day. Always have such a great time hanging out with her, and we laughed so much and just had so much fun. and always good to have a little bit of a splurge here and there. And then for tea we had cottage pie, which my mum had been cooking, and it smelled so good, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The cottage pie was so delicious, especially with the baked beans. Then my grandma was taken home by my dad, and then I opened up some of the dolphins that I'd gotten from Smith's, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of that now. Here's the dolls opened. So with the doll set I got with the outfits, here's the doll out of box. She's got a pink skirt and top on with some diamonds on and some pink shoes, and then it came with all these accessories. So she's got some sunglasses and some purses and a pink camera and a cactus belt and a yellow handbag and lots of bracelets and necklaces, and it also comes with some high heels and a handbag. And then over here is the fashionista dress set that I got 2 dresses with, and I love it. This one is a long gown and it's got flowers on, a lovely floral dress, and this one here is a strapped gown with lovely roses on and then netting sleeves, and I can't wait to put this on my Blue Tuck doll. These are for my Blue Tuck doll. It also came with a lovely purse, purple sparkly purse, and these purple shoes here. And then with this doll here, her outfits are this sprinkles skirt, which is very cute, and then this purple dress, it's like a lavender purple colour, and it's got lollipops on, there are hearts, and these blue and yellow and pink striped shorts and a green top to go with that. And then there's this lovely pink floral top with this yellow skirt and these tie-dye tracky bottoms, and then this blue floral dress. And then last but not least, this is my OMG doll. She's given me Satine from Moulin Rouge vibes. I love her hair, it's so curly, and her big blue eyes and her red lips, and her outfit. She comes with these pink booties and polka dot stockings and a black leather skirt with pink lace on, and this pink sparkly outfit is just so lovely, and she's got a little bow and brooch, and I love the acrylic nails. I love the OMG dolls all come with acrylic nails, same with Monster High dolls and the Rainbow High dolls and Cherry High dolls, all with lovely long hair and with the nails and the big eyes and eyelashes. And it comes with this belt here that says OMG on with a little purse, and then these polka dotted gloves, and she also comes with this berry and some earrings and some sunglasses as well. And she comes with a stand and a brush, and also there's this magazine which is fashion magazine. It says what's your star sign, and inside it just has some illustrations and stuff inside, which is very cool. And then the stuff came in these little cardboard boxes, which I like. This is what the shoes came in, and on the side it says the shoe size and has a photo of the shoes, which is very cute. And this says Baby Boutique, and then another place. And so those are my dolls and doll outfits all opened, and yeah, I absolutely love them. I can't wait to put some of these new outfits on my Blue Tuck doll. I love that MG LOL Surprise doll so much. She is just so stunning. Her hair, it gives me Moulin Rouge vibes, Satine Moulin Rouge vibes. The big eyes, those are like the Bratz and Monster High and Ever After and Mobile High dolls are like my illustration like inspirations. I love the big eyes and the acrylic nails and the big hair and the high heels, all of that kind of stuff I absolutely love. So those type of dolls I just adore, and I'm so happy I've got her in my collection. I've got 2, one in box, one out of box, and all those new outfits for my Blue Set doll, absolutely loving being able to create new looks for my Blue Set doll. And then I finished off writing my journal, put that away. I was then watching the UK soaps and Love Island All Stars, which is started with a load of the old cast members from like season 1 onwards, which I'm absolutely loving. And I love Ian Sterling, he's such a legend, he's so funny and love his commentary so much. Then I went off to bed, and on my Tuesday I got up after a nice lie-in and I was just watching some episodes of Neighbours, had some toast and a cup of tea. My dad, older brother and sister and younger brother work, older brother's at work placement and he's really enjoying that. And my dad got back from work and went off to bed. My mum and myself were then just watching a bit of TV, and then for my lunch I just had some soft cheese rolls with a cup of tea and was just reading a bit more of Red, White and Royal Blue. And then my dad got up from his nap and then I went off with my dad and we were just doing some errands and I was helping move some of the errands. And then my dad went off to take my grandma to a doctor's appointment, and I then went off to one of the flower shops and I got some flower sets that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely vibrant colours on these flowers. Had a lovely chat with the flower shop keepers from there, and then I got some plant snaps from the plant section that I'm going to show you guys now. Absolutely adore the succulents and cactuses so much. I then made my way home. I got back, I then was watching Home and Away, Escape to Country and a bit of Far Brown. Wrote on my journal and was working on some illustrations, colouring some of those in. I then did some TikToks and posted those and was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. And then my older brother was back from being at work placement and my dad got back from being at the doctor's appointment with my grandma. And then I was just watching some episodes of Friends and listening to a bit of music. And then my dad dropped me up to my youth club that I volunteer at on Tuesday nights, and we were planning for this event we're doing next Tuesday evening. So we were getting that ready, writing invitations and stuff like that. And then this person was in doing about birds and stuff, so they were making bird feeder cakes, and we then ended up doing bird bingo, which was very fun. And we had some hot chocolates and biscuits, and it always goes so quickly, you know what they say, time flies when we're having fun. And then we finished the session and I got picked up, got back and got into my PJs, and then for my tea I had some pie and veg and gravy, and we'll show you guys the footage of that now. It was so delicious, really enjoyed that. I then watched the UK soaps, Home and Away, and I then watched Love Island All Stars. Finished writing my journal and put that away. I then went off to bed, and on my Wednesday I got up and my dad and older sister and younger brother at work. Older brother at workplace, younger sister at hers. Mum was asleep still, and I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who, just a bit of music, and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I then got showered and changed. My dad got back from being at work, and my mum and myself were just watching a bit of this animal documentary. And then I got myself ready to go off on a massive walk, and I ended up walking up to the garden centre, which is my happy place. I love it up there. And I got up to the garden centre and I got some flower sets from there, and it being winter, well, coming into spring, I wasn't sure if there was going to be any flowers up there that I was able to get snaps of, and I was able to get some flower sets, which I was very happy about. Spring is slowly creeping in, I'm so happy. lighter evenings, so I'll be able to get on longer walks. And I'm going to show you guys the flower starts I got from there now. Such lovely colourful flowers. I was able to get snaps off from there, and then walking up had given me such an appetite, so I treated myself to some lunch in the cafe, and I'm going to show you guys what I got from there. It was so scrummy. I had a tuna cheese melt with some chips and salad, and the coleslaw they do there is just so good. And I had a pot of tea, and also had some shortbread that I'd gotten to have for a little treat, a little dessert. And I got 3 selfies from there. I got a selfie in front of this little fake plant wall, and then another one in front of some little like fake plant like flowers hanging above, and then another one as well in front of some plant. Love a good selfie. And then I got this sunflower plushie, which I wasn't going to get because it was a little bit pricey, but then I used my Dobby's card and my gift voucher that I got given ages ago, and it dropped it down to a very nice price, so I was able to get it, and I was so happy with that. And I bought that, and I was so excited to get back and show my mum that I forgot to get snaps of the plant section that I love getting snaps of. So I literally did a U-turn, and luckily I literally just got down the road, so I literally did a U-turn, and the guy that served me on the till was like, I thought you were heading back. I was like, nope, need to get some plant snaps. I was going to get some more flower snaps, but I thought, nope, I'll just focus on the plant snaps now. And so I got some plant snaps that I'm going to show you guys now. Love the plant section so much, especially all the succulents and cactuses from there. Then I got back and I showed my mum the sunflower plushie that I got, which is so soft. I love that. Have that on my bed, and it's so comfy, definitely to rest my head on. And I then watched Home and Away, Escape to Country, and Farmer Brown, and I wrote a bit of my journal and was listening to a bit of music. And then I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who, and cannot believe Wizards of Waverly Place on Disney is coming back with the original cast. And I saw a poster like that and lost my shit. I was like, I cannot believe that's coming back. And apparently Hannah Montana might be coming back as well. If that happens, my childhood man is gonna literally be coming back, and I cannot wait for that. I love that. Peak Disney was like Liz McGuire, That's a Raven, Kim Possible, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life with Zack and Cody, all that kind of nostalgic stuff. I love that. And then for tea we had gammon and chips, and always have to have mine with some sour cream. And I watched the first Scooby-Doo, live action Scooby-Doo. Love that, love Scooby-Doo so much. Then I was watching the UK soaps and Love Island All Stars. I was done just watching some flossing TikToks and listened to a bit of music, and then I went off to bed. And then on my Thursday I got up ready for work, and I was doing a 10 till 5, and I got showered and changed, and my dad, older sister and younger brother, and older brother work placement, and older sister had popped in to get something that was delivered here. And then my younger sister was up at hers, and my mum was asleep, and I then locked up and headed to work. I got myself a drink from the corner shop. I then got into work, and it was just me and 2 other colleagues on shift, and I clocked in and put my bag and kit away. And it was quite quiet to start off with, and then it got quite busy, and I was just running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing some food and drink orders and bill taking, and cleaning tables and chatting to the regulars. And then I got to have a lunch break, and I had some of the pancakes with a hot chocolate, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The pancakes and hot chocolate was so delicious. I'd taken my book of Red, White and Royal Blue with me, so I was reading a bit of that whilst on my break. I'd set my alarm for when my lunch break was over for it to go off, and I would get back to my work shift. and the alarm went off. So I put my book back in my bag, put my plate and stuff out the back, and then continued on with my shift. And I was just wanting some more food and drinks and just doing some cleaning jobs. And one of our clothes finished at like 2ish because she had to pick her kids up from school for like 3. So she went off to one of the errands just before, and she kindly collected some biscuits from this little shop in the high street that I'd ordered, and she got them for me, and I just gave her my card for her to pay with, and then she gave me my card and the biscuits back. And then she went off, and then I was just doing some more cleaning of tables, and then I finished at 5. I then clocked off, got my bag and coat, and then I got picked up and I got back, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of the biscuits that I got now. Here is a little box of biscuits that I got from RCMB. This is adorable little shop up in the high street where I live that sells stationery, kids toys, bits of artwork. I've got a bit of artwork from my cousin from there before, and they're just so lovely in there, and it's so aesthetically pleasing going in there. I absolutely love it. And I got this box of biscuits from there, and it comes with this lovely little box, and it's got their logo sticker there. And inside, I'm going to show you guys the biscuits now. Just if I could get them out. Bit fiddly to get out of the box, but here they are. Just put that over there, and here they are, beautifully decorated. There's 2 with flowers on, and then this one with spots on, and it's so lovely. They look so good, too good to eat, but doesn't mean I will not enjoy very much eating these. And yeah, I thought I'd show you guys those biscuits I got from RCMB. So great shop. Do check them out on Instagram. They're so pretty. Can't wait to tuck into those. And then my older sister pops over as she came and had her tea. And my older brother was back from being at work placing, and my younger brother and his girlfriend were over, and they were going off to have tea at our grandma's. So they went off for that. And then for tea we had Spanish chicken, and we added a little bit of cheese on there, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The Spanish chicken was so good, especially with a little bit of cheese on there. And then my older sister stayed for a bit. She then went off home. I was then just reading more of Red, White and Royal Blue. I then watched the UK soaps Home and Away, and then watched All Stars Love Island. Finished writing my journal, then I put that away, and then I was just watching some episodes of Will and Grace. Love that show so much, and had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was just listening to a bit of Kate Bush and just a bit of Kylie. And then I was just working on some illustrations, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of some of my new illustrations that I've coloured in. I'm going to show you guys those now. So I wasn't going to colour these in, but I caved, and they're all like this bluish colour palette, which I went for like the blue theme. I love this baby blue colour, and just love this dress, the netting on the sleeves, the necklace, and the like flower crown, the hair. It's giving me very 60s vibes, the big hair, the eyelashes, just love it, the sparkles, the wings, the nails, and this one here with the blue eye. They've all got blue eyeshadow on, and love the lip, the red lip, and the hair with the flecky bit, and like the black like dip dye bit at the bottom of the hair, and the shoulder pads, and the little hint of blue. So it's all themed, and this blue long jacket this one has on, and I love this bit, and the netting gloves, and a handbag, and a netting fishnet stockings, and the boots, and she's got like netting flared bottoms of her trousers. And yeah, I'm loving these illustrations, and I'm really enjoying getting back into my illustrations. Love the baby blue colour on these illustrations, loving colouring in them. It just adds a little bit of like shimmer, especially with the gel pens, and they smell like different flavoured fruits, which I love. And then I went off to bed, and on my Friday I got up ready to go off to morning group, and my mum dropped me off to morning group, and I'd had some toast and a cup of tea just before she dropped me off. And my dad was at work, so was my older sister and younger brother. Older brother at work placement and younger sister at hers. And I got to a morning group, and it was the first one of the new year, so I wished everyone a happy new year, and it was chatting about our Christmases and what we'd all been up to. And we were making apple crumble, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the apple crumble that I make now. I'm not actually that bad a cook. I was actually quite surprised, and I made apple crumble with mixed spice. I love mixed spice. Had a smell of that, and it just smells so good. We then had some biscuits and some chocolates with our cups of tea on our little coffee break, as some of the people I go to the morning group with had bought us some biscuits and stuff for before Christmas that they meant to bring in. And there was like 5 of us there, which is a really good turnout, because normally there's only like 3 of us all together. And some of the old guys that used to come have come back, which we absolutely love. And I took a flyer to put up in my workplace to hopefully get some more people to come, some more young adults with disabilities, to get them out and about and doing fun activities. And I really do love it. I started there back in 2019 during COVID. I had to stop, but I just love it there, and it's just so lovely doing bits of arts and crafts and cooking and stuff like that. I just find it so much fun. And then I got picked up by my mum as the session finished. It's only about like 10 till 12. It's like roughly how long the shifts, like the group sessions are. And then me and my mum picked our grandma up, and then we went off to go for some food, and we ended up going off to Shelley's Cafe, and I got a fry up, and whilst waiting for the food to arrive, I got a cute mirror selfie, and I'm going to show you guys that now. Love a mirror selfie. I also got a snap of a robin whilst washing up from morning group after doing the baking. They had a little birdhouse out in the garden, and there was a robin, and I literally tapped on my phone quickly. I managed to get a snap, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Bloody love robins, but they're so hard to get snaps of because they're so quick. So I'm really happy that I got a photo. And also there was still a little bit of frost on the grass from where drop frost has been. So yeah, I absolutely love that. Then our food arrived, and I had a fry up with a pot of tea, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The fry up was so delicious, and my mum wasn't too keen on the beans, so I had some toast left over, so I got the beans. So I had a fry up / beans on toast, which I enjoyed, as I had quite a big appetite and I was quite hungry. And then my mum and grandma stayed there for a bit, and we're just having a good chat, and I found them for a lovely lunch. And then I went off to my workplace and dropped off the flyer about my morning group to my workplace in hopes that it will attract some more people to join. And then Tash was on lunch break, so I sat and joined her. And just before doing that, I gone to this shop just up the road and gotten some socks, and I'm going to show you guys those now. The first pair I got were these ones here, and they're so cute, and absolutely love the pattern on them. And then the second pair I got were these ones with like grey with like a green like heel and toe, and they're so soft. I can't wait to wear those. Then I went off to the shop where I got the biscuits from, and I got Tasha's birthday present. Her birthday's not until May, but I'm nice and organised, and I cannot wait for her to get her present. She's going to love it. And then I made way back, and I then got back, and I was just watching Home and Away, Escape the Country and Farrah Brown, and my doll had arrived. I got Venus Flytrap on Wednesday afternoon from being at the garden centre. I got back and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to check on Smith's toy store, hoping that it would be in stock, and it was. And I was like, I got to buy it now before it gets out of stock. And so I bought 2, one to have a box and one to have art box. And I'm going to show you guys a clip of Venus Flytrap in box now. My Venus Flytrap doll has arrived. She is stunning. Look at her face, her makeup, her outfit. Her top says nature on it, and her hair is like lace, like straw kind of material, and I just love the sleeves. It's like lizard like skin, and her shoes, and her little stockings with some holes in, and a little pet, and she's got a little bag and fertilizer hairspray for her hair, and she's got her phone and snacks and a little book and some sunglasses. And I love the belt and the earrings, they're so pretty. All the little accessories, the like clips in her hair, like the vines. And yeah, I'm just so happy I have this doll. I've actually got two. I ordered two, so I've got one to have in box and one to open. And then on the back there's just the illustration of her, and I just absolutely love it. I love the hair. The hair is definitely what drew me to this doll, and I just can't wait to get her open, and I'm going to show you guys her out of the box. Here she is. Venus Flytrap is out of her box. I love her hair and this side of her head with the braids on, and her earrings, they're so pretty, and her eye makeup, and she's got a necklace on and a jumper on that says nature. I love the belt with the little plants on, and the vines on her shorts, and the vines on her legs and on her shoes. Her shoes are so pretty, and I love her nails and the little clip in her hair, and she's just so stunning. So glad she's in my collection, and I know exactly where I'm going to put her. And then she comes with a little plant which actually comes out of the plant pot, and you can put her butt in. And then she's got this little backpack with all of her stuff in. So she's got her hairspray, her water bottle, her notebook, and then behind here she's got a packet of crisps and her phone. And she also comes with these sunglasses. And yeah, that is my Venus Flytrap doll out of the box, and I can't wait to put her in the bedroom with the other ghouls. I'm so glad she's in my collection. I've wanted her for so long. As soon as I saw her, I was like, I need to get that doll. The hair, the outfit, the shoes, the accessories, the little plant creature that she has that comes in or out of the pot. Just love it. And I had a space for her in my Monster High bedroom in my dollhouse, and she fits in there perfectly. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of the Monster High bedroom where she is in now. Absolutely love it. I think that's my new favourite bedroom in the dollhouse. Then I was just listening to a bit of music, did some drawing and colouring in, and my older brother got back from being at workplace, and I was listening to a bit of music and just throwing on my beat up doll and doing some more colouring in. And then I had work, and I was doing 5 till close at work, and I got myself ready for work. My dad dropped me up to work, got in, clocked in, put my bag and coat away, and was just wanting some food and drinks, clean tables, doing some food and drink orders and bill taking, and a few drinks making, and getting there on coffees just about. And it was me and 2 other colleagues on shift, and it calmed right down, and I was able to finish at 8:30, and I'd done quite a lot of the clothes jobs and cleaning jobs anyway. So I then clocked off, got my bag and coat, and then I ended up meeting Tash in the lounge, and I had some lunch from there, my tea, and I had a beef brisket chili with a cola, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious, a little bit spicy, but really good. I saw so many people I know in there, so I was having chats with them. And then me and Tash went back to our workplace, where one of our ex-colleagues who's currently in uni was down to visit, and he was meeting 2 of our kitchen staff after work once the kitchen had closed. So we came and met them, gate crashed, and I gave the lad who's currently in uni a massive hug, and it was great to see him, and we had a lovely evening, and I had a hot chocolate, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Got a little heart in, which I absolutely love. Really enjoyed that. Love a coconut hot chocolate. And then I had a Tom Collins that Tash got me. And then the lad who's coming down to visit, he'd come down to visit from uni. He's up in Newcastle at the moment in uni. Was getting some more drinks as it was last orders. And I joked, he was like, "Oh, get me a pint then." And he was like, "No." So I was like, "Meanie." And then he bought me a Peroni pint, and I was like, I didn't really like Peroni that much. And I took a swig, and they're like, "Oh no, he doesn't like it." I was like, "I better drink it because he's bought me a drink and I can't let it go to waste." And I necked the pint, and they were like, "Oh my God," going nuts. And my head chef was like, "We need to get you out drinking more." I was like, "I can hold my drink, but I just don't drink that much." And it was just such a great evening. Laughed so much. Loved those guys, and it was just such a great evening. And then me and one of the chefs who's currently doing an apprenticeship, and I used to work with quite a lot, and he was around the corner from me, so I walked back with him. And then I got in, and to my surprise, my older brother's girlfriend was down for the weekend and her car was on the drive, so that was a nice surprise. So I quietly let myself in, locked up, and then headed to bed because everyone else had gone off to bed. And I actually quickly powered through the soaps and watched those, quickly worked off my journal, and then got like halfway to the end of writing my journal entry and was like, I need to go to sleep. I then went off to bed, and then on my Saturday I woke up and had a really nice lie-in, and I didn't really get hangovers. I was very relieved still not to get any hangovers. Had some water with me in the night just in case I needed that. I then sorted out my Bluetooth doll, finished off writing my journal entry from the night before, and then I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who, just a bit of music, had some breakfast, I had some cereal, and my older brother and his girlfriend were in my older brother's room just watching TV. My mum was asleep, but she was up in the night. My dad was sorting stuff around the house, older sister at hers, younger brother at his, and younger sister at hers. And then I watched Barbie Princess and the Pauper, and I loved that film so much. Classic Barbie animation. If they had Rapunzel on there, I would literally be in heaven because that's probably my favourite Barbie animation movie that they've done. And then I had some lunch, I had a cheese tasting and a cup of tea, and my mum then got up, and then my dad, older brother and his girlfriend and my mum watching the rugby game. So I then headed off for a walk, and I went off to one of the flower shops. I got some flower stats from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely colourful flowers from there. Love all the pretty roses. Roses are probably some of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. And then I was just having a nice chat with the flower shopkeepers on there. I then got a snap of some beautiful succulents that I'm going to show you guys now. Love succulents and cactuses so much. All the lovely greens and pretty patterns on those. Then I went off into another bookshop and I looked at some of the books. I love the smell of old books so much. I then went off and had a look into the child shops, and I got some oases that I'm going to show you guys now. Got some pretty mermaid themed oases that I'm going to put in one of the kids' rooms or one of the bathrooms in my dollhouse, and absolutely loved them. And then I got back and I was just watching a bit of Ever After. Blooming loved that film. One of my go-to films, my comfort films. Loved that. I was then working on some new illustrations and doing a little bit of writing of this little short story that I'm working on at the moment. And I was just watching some vlogs in TikTok, had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was reading some more of Red, White and Royal Blue. Slowly getting there, nearly finished with that book. But I'm enjoying it, but it's one of those books that I love so much that I don't actually want it to end. Hopefully do a second one. I hope they do a second film because I love the book and the film so much. And then my dad was ordering fish and chips for us to have for our tea, and my mum, my dad and my older brother and his girlfriend were getting ready to watch New Gladiator that has returned, and I haven't watched the first episode, so on one of my days off this week I'm going to be catching up on that. And then I got myself ready for work. I was doing 6 till close, and my dad dropped me up to work. I got to work, got clocked in and put my bag and coat away, and it was me and my work bestie Tash, love her, and one of our other colleagues, and it was pretty calm, and I was just getting loads of cleaning and clothes jobs done, buying some food and drinks, doing some food and drink orders and drinks making, and just cleaning tables. And I had a few coconut milk cups of tea and coconut milk chocolates, and we had a good playlist playing, and I saw and chatted to some of the regulars, and then I got to finish at like 10ish instead of finishing at 11:30. I had a split shift the next day. I wasn't supposed to be doing a split shift the next day. I was only supposed to be doing a 5 till 9:30, but we needed to have one more person on in the daytime. So I was like, I'll do it. So I was now doing 10 till 2 and then 5 till 9:30. Gets me a bit more money and a few more hours. So I then clocked off, got my bag and coat, and I then got back, and for my tea I had fish cake and chips from the chippy, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The fish cake and chips are so good. I then finished writing my journal for the day, put that away, listened to a bit of music, and was just watching some stuff on Netflix. I then went off to bed, and on my Sunday, which is today, I got up for my split shift doing a 10 till 2, 5 till 9:30, and I got showered and changed, ready for work, and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. My older brother was in the shower before me, and he was taking forever. I was like, I'm gonna be late, so I quickly got in there, and then I was just listening to a bit of music just before work, and I put a bit of Lionel Richie on, Easy Like Sunday Morning. Love that song. That's my Sunday go-to song. And then my older brother was getting ready to say goodbye to his girlfriend. He was going home after staying over for the weekend. And then my dad was sort of stuff in the house. Mum was asleep. Older sister at hers, younger brother at his, younger sister at hers, and my older brother kindly dropped me up to work, and my older brother and his girlfriend were going off to Aldi, so they dropped me to the Aldi car park just before. I then went off to the corner shop and got myself a drink from there just before work. I then got to work, got clocked in and put my bag and coat away, and it was just me, and it was me and 3 other colleagues, so there's 4 of us on, and it was so busy. There was only supposed to be 3 people on, and I definitely was needed, as it was quiet to start off with, and then it just got so busy. We had quite a few big bookings, so I was running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing some food and drink orders and drinks making, and I saw and chatted to lots of the regulars, and I was making a fuss of lots of the cute dogs that came in. There's just one dog in particular that was so fluffy and absolutely huge, and I had a few coconut milk teas, and one of my colleagues kindly made me a coconut hot chocolate, and it was so good. And then I got to finish at 2. I slowly started to calm down, so I was just cleaning lots of tables and just making it nice and tidy before leaving. And then I clocked off, got my band coat, and I got changed into this jumper that I'm wearing right now, and I got a cute mirror selfie just before leaving, and I'm going to show you guys that now. Love a mirror selfie, even doing a cheeky little peace sign. And then I met my dad in Aldi, and I got myself some lunch from there, and I got a huge pack of Apple Tango sugar-free, which I love, so I'm really happy with that purchase. And then we got back, and I am now off to go and have my lunch. I just got some chicken Caesar wraps. I'm then going to be sorting out my pizza dough, writing a bit of my journal, and then I'm going to be going on to BBC Player so I can catch up with the first 2 episodes of Gladiator, and then just chilling. And I am then going to be showing you guys a little bit of more of the vlog later on, once back for my second part of my split shift, and I shall see you later on. I'm back from being at my second part to my split shift, just sat at my desk in my bedroom, finished writing my journal for the day and put that away. Work tonight, the second part of my split shift, was pretty good. I got back to work, got clocked back in and put my bag and coat away, and it was absolutely lashing down. The rain is well and truly here, and I was just doing lots of cleaning jobs and clothes jobs, and ran some food and drinks, cleaned some tables, did some food and drink orders and bill taking and a few drinks making. And then one of our other colleagues came on. It was me and one of my supervisors on at first, and then another one of our colleagues came on, and then our colleague who was doing the quizmaster role came in at 7, and then the quiz started at 8, and it was pretty busy with lots of people in for the quiz, which made it go quite quickly. And I was doing 5 till 9:30. I ended up finishing at 9:30ish because it was still pretty busy, and then I clocked off, got my bag and coat, and I had a cup of tea and sat on one of the sofa areas whilst waiting for my older brother who's coming to pick me up. And he texted when he was outside the back of my workplace, as it was still raining pretty hard and I didn't really fancy getting wet waiting out there. So when he texted to say that he was out the back, I then got my bag and coat on, and then got picked up and got back. And then for my tea I had my Sunday roast, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the Sunday roast and the apple crumble I had now. The Sunday roast was so delicious, and the apple crumble that I had was a bit of the crumble that I made at morning group on Friday morning, and it tasted so good. I was actually quite surprised with how well it tasted, and the little bit of mixed spice that I'd put in there was just the right amount. Had that with some custard, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal for today and got my uniform ready for work tomorrow. I'm doing a 10 till 2 tomorrow, and I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, back in Thursday, off Friday, and then back in Saturday, and then I'm not sure about Sunday onwards. I find out what shifts I'm doing Sunday onwards next Wednesday. And I then was just finishing off writing my journal. I put that away, and I'm now off to go and watch Big Boys, this comedy series on Channel 4, which is so good. Absolutely love that. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week, all have had a lovely weekend, and have a lovely rest of your new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe. Your support means the world. As of yesterday evening, I hit 300 subscribers on YouTube, and it just means so much. So I just want to say a massive thank you for putting up with the ramblings of a madman and supporting me for all these years now, and it just means a lot. Hope you guys all have a lovely rest of your evening and lovely week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.